Have you ever walked into a room, said very little, and still felt a man become strangely uncomfortable around you? Have you ever been on a date where you were simply calm, grounded, self-possessed? And instead of leaning in, he seemed to pull back. You weren't cold, you weren't arrogant, you weren't trying to intimidate anyone, you were just steady. And something about that unsettled him. If that has happened to you, I want you to hear this clearly. There is nothing wrong with you. By the time you've reached 60 and beyond, you have earned your calm. You have survived heartbreak, betrayal, reinvention, grief, disappointment, and growth. Your nervous system has been through storms, and now it rests differently. That composure, it was paid for with experience. Welcome to the mature love. This is where we tell the truth about relationships after 60, the truth society whispers about but rarely explains. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly why some men feel intimidated by your calm energy, what it psychologically triggers in them, and how to interpret it without shrinking yourself. Now let's talk about what's really happening. Number 1, your calm energy signals, emotional power. Psychologically, calm is power. When a woman is emotionally reactive, anxious, or overly eager to please, insecure men unconsciously feel more in control. They understand that dynamic. It's familiar. But when you are calm, not performing, not chasing, not over-explaining, you shift the balance. Your nervous system says, I am not desperate. I'm not seeking approval. I will be fine with or without you. For a secure, emotionally mature man, this is attractive and magnetic. For an insecure man, it is destabilizing. Why? Because he cannot read desperation in you. He cannot manipulate your mood easily. He cannot provoke drama to feel important. Your calm becomes a mirror. And if he lacks inner stability, your steadiness highlights his chaos. Number 2, you don't react, and that removes his leverage. Some men are used to getting emotional reactions. It reassures them that they matter. If he cancels and you calmly say, no problem, instead of spiraling. If he takes time to respond and you continue living your life. If he tests boundaries and you gently but firmly hold them. He realizes something uncomfortable. He does not control your emotional state. For men who equate masculinity with control or dominance, this can feel like a loss of power, not because you did anything aggressive, but because you didn't collapse. You simply stood. And standing without hostility is a very different kind of strength. Number 3, you no longer seek validation, and that feels unfamiliar. At 25, many women seek reassurance. Do you still like me? Are we okay? Where is this going? At 60 plus, many of you have outgrown that hunger. You have learned that if a man is unsure about you, that is information, not a crisis. You don't interrogate, you observe. And psychologically, this shifts the dynamic from auditioning to evaluating. Some men are deeply unsettled by being evaluated. They are comfortable being the chooser. They are less comfortable being chosen. Your calm presence communicates, I'm discerning. And that can intimidate a man who knows he hasn't done his own emotional work. Number 4, your life is already full. Here's a brutal truth. Society doesn't tell women men feel safest when they are needed. Not wanted, needed. But at this stage of your life, you are rarely in need. You may want companionship. You may desire intimacy, but you do not need rescuing. You have your routines, your friends, your interests, your boundaries. When a man senses that he is not your emotional oxygen, it can shake him especially if his identity is built around being indispensable. Your calm says, I choose partnership, not survival. That requires a man who wants equality, not dependency. Number 5, your nervous system is regulated, and that exposes dysregulation. This is where psychology becomes very real. When someone is regulated, breathing slowly, speaking steadily, not escalating, it often highlights the other person's dysregulation. If he is anxious, impulsive, avoidant, or emotionally immature, your calm feels like a spotlight. He may interpret it as, she's judging me, she doesn't care, she's too guarded, she's intimidating. But what's actually happening is simpler. Your nervous system is not matching his instability, and insecure people often bond through shared chaos. You are no longer available for that frequency. Now, here is the important distinction. If a man feels intimidated by your calm energy, it tells you something about him, not about you. Emotionally mature men do not feel threatened by steady women. They feel relieved. They feel safe. They feel seen. The men who pull away are often men who rely on emotional turbulence to feel connection. And at this stage in your life, you are no longer available for turbulence.